Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. I know there are people from three different time zones, Asia, Europe, and US, who are going to join this call. So thank you very much for attending this training. I'm Milind Sawant. I work in Siemens Healthcare as a Center of Excellence lead. I used to be the Director of Engineering before I got addicted to AI and machine learning. Today, we'll only be discussing very generic use cases. The other thing I wanted to say was when I give some examples on AI and machine learning, right? So try to relate it to the area of work that you're trying to do. That will be the best way you can absorb the material. So if you're in marketing, R&D, research, arts, try to, whatever example I give, try to relate it as to see how you could use it in your area of work. So that I think that would make your experience better. And lastly, um, think of when you learn to drive a car, right? Did you have to figure out how the engine works or how many pistons were there or what is the lubrication of the engine oil? No, right? You just had to remember how to use the steering, gas, accelerator, and the traffic rules, right? So think of AI and machine learning as something similar. Don't try to go too deep into the hood, under the hood of the car. Try to focus on how to use the tool rather than what happens inside. So let's get started. I have set up a small magic show to make this journey a little exciting. So let's get started on that. Uh, so the so the so the demonstration of AI and power and machine learning will be done using an application called image recognition. This application is developed in a program called Orange. This is a free download. It's open source and it's free to download. It's available under the Anaconda package. And again, this is open source, and I'll be happy to put instructions, or you can Google them. So these are the tools that are easily available for you to practice. Uh, so what is the magic show now? What I have done is I have provided some training of say about 20 images of airplanes, cars, cats, and dogs. About 20 images of each of this category, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to train this algorithm, very simple, and you can see the code. The code is pretty straightforward and simple, and there's not much in that. Of course, there's a lot of stuff behind that icons. Um, what we are going to do is once the training is done, we will present this application with some unknown images, and let's see if we can the program can identify them. So that's the magic trick. Okay. I'll need a few volunteers for this purpose. And what I would like to do is I would like you to pick some random images that I've got from the internet and clear up my folder here. So I need some volunteers for this magic show. And what I would like you to do is just type out the number of some image here, and I will try to copy them in the folder where we'll be detecting them. Okay. Now notice that I've named these images as jet instead of an airplane, mew instead of a cat, a room instead of a car, and wolf instead of a dog. So that way I'm not passing any information as to what this image is. So can somebody pick an image here, and you can just put it in the chat. Go in chat and see if anybody has put anything. Just pick one. Just give me the number Jet01 or something, or Jet whatever. Okay, I see already. Oh, this Jet 10. All right, somebody likes Jet 10. I'm here to keep up with it now. Okay, Jet 10, Jet 11. No, let me music. Somebody likes. Oh, music. That's a little dangerous. I really hope this works. Mute 2. Let's see. Mute. Somebody likes also mute 2. I think I did that. Jet 11. Somebody likes Jet 11. I'll take it. Now let's do a few cars. Now this program has not seen these images. Okay, so this is something new. It's going to see them for the first time. And any cars? Anybody likes car? Room 10. Let me see. So, by the way, there are no plants in this audience. So, if you believe there's a plant, speak up or give your recommendation, and I'll be happy. Somebody likes room 7. Perfect. Okay. And then somebody likes room 12, I guess. All right. So now let's pick a few dogs. So our dog lovers don't get mad. Anybody? Wolf 01. One more dog, please. 2. Somebody likes Wolf 02. Okay. Wolf 12 and 6. Okay. I think we have enough. Somebody said Wolf 9. All right. Wolf 9 will. Okay. I think we have enough now, right? Okay. Now I would like to take it a notch further. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Google search right in front of you, and maybe it's a little risky, but I'm feeling a little lucky today, I think. And maybe I shouldn't do this on a live show, okay? So we'll see. Maybe I'll get grounded. I'm just doing a Google search right in front of you. And don't pick a dog that looks like a monkey or something, because my training set was just like 20 images. So anybody wants to pick any dog from this list? Uh-oh, don't pick this one, please. Please don't pick this one. And all right, somebody's typing. Good housekeeping, all right. Now we will call it woof, or what is the name of a dog in some language that you know? In German, or I can do it in an Indian language. It means kutta or something. That means a dog. So that Bruno. All right, it's called Bruno. Bruno is the name of an image, or is what it's called? There, Bruno here. So maybe we should try this one, eh? We'll copy this one. Let's see what happens. Worst case, hey, one of these images won't work. And is that what am I supposed to call it Bruno? Is that what that means? Somebody's typing. We'll call it just name as Bruno. Okay, maybe it's somebody's dog's name or something. So this is going to be let's watch out for this guy. This might not work, and then don't scream at me. All right, enough with dogs. Let's do a little cats now. Okay, pick a cat that you like. Anybody? Any cat you love? No cat lovers in this? No cat lovers today? Okay, cat training. Let's hold on. Okay, cat training. All right. Where'd that go? I'm going to call it Mew. Next, okay, one more cat. Wiktionary. What is Wiktionary? Let me see what that is. Wiktionary. I guess you're referring to. Oh, this one. Okay. All right. And okay. I think we have enough, right? Okay. So as you saw, right, I just did this live on Google. I don't know where this images came from. All right. So now let's see what happens. Oh, I'm a little worried about that weird dog. Okay. So these were. Let me first load the images. Okay. So we have about 15 images now. Okay. And you can see the images that we loaded. These were the images that we loaded. And notice that no file name and nothing is being passed on. I mean, actually, the file name is passed on, but no name on the category is being passed on. So you can see that's that weird guy. Oh my gosh. All right, so let us see what happens now. Ta-da! All right, so This is the image name, and this is the identity. This is what the neural network detected. Okay, Bruno. Oh wow, look at that strange dog. I think we called him Bruno. That was a dog. Jet 10 and 11 is an airplane. Kutta, which means a dog in Hindi, it's a dog. Mew, 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 mew. These are cats. Brooms are cars, and woof 1 through 12 are dogs. Isn't that amazing? All of those images were identified by the program, including the ones that we just did a Google search on. Do you guys think that is amazing? Give me a thumbs up or something so I know that you like this magic trick. Anybody? All right, somebody likes. Thank you. So imagine, so that is the power of AI and machine learning. In fact, this particular application is called deep learning, and today, and we'll talk. So if you wait with me through this call, I will actually show you how it works. Okay, so trust me, it's not as bad as people make it believe. Deep learning is not as difficult. Okay, at least conceptually, it's very, very simple. So imagine that instead of dogs and cats, these were X-rays, right? And then you could be assisting a radiologist now. Of course, we would need thousands of images, not just 20 images. But I think the idea is the same, right? Or it could be stock prices, and you could be helping somebody in investing in a stock market, right? All we're doing is making predictions, right? Instead of a dog or cat, we'll be making a prediction on buy or sell, right? Or it could be a piece of an art, or it could be in some molecular structure, chemistry, or it could be in finance, manufacturing, you name it. And this application doesn't care what your data coming in is, and that is the power of AI and machine learning. Just like once you know how to drive one car, you can pretty much figure out how to drive another car, right? So the idea behind that is the same. So this specific example is called deep learning, and we'll cover that eventually.